Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Rayo from Unison Pro Youth Institute, located in wonderful West Palm Beach. Please visit us at our website, unisonprouth.com. You can send us an email at info@unisonprouth.com. And you can also feel free to contact us when you sign up on the website. No obligation, of course. There'll be information on the video. So this is entitled, How Do You Know If You're Overweight? How do you know if you're overweight? Should be a basic question, right? But it's complex. We'll try to give some simplification to it, and such. But you sort of may know if you're overweight, like your pants are fitting more tight, your energy level is low, you're getting more short of breath, you have some back pains, etc. You may have went to your doctor and they say that you're in the pre-diabetic range, which is a caution that you should really take some steps to improve. So, how do you know if you're overweight? Body mass index is commonly used, body mass index. That's your weight in kilogram divided by meters squared. You don't have to worry about that. You can grab your phone and what is my BMI? My height is such and such and my weight is such and such. So you don't have to do all that complicated math, thank God. BMI, if you have a body mass index of 27 or more, then you're getting in the obese range, especially if you have a comorbid condition. Comorbid means things that weight makes worse. If you're in the pre-diabetic range, back pain, hypertension, cholesterol, metabolic syndrome or such, things that weight would make worse than a BMI of 27, you're considered obese. If you don't have those yet and you have a BMI of 30, that's considered that you are obese, morbidly obese if you have a BMI more than 35. Okay, so that goes by your weight and your height, but that can be confusing too if you look in my books, the Midlife Health Guide for Women, the Midlife Health Guide for Men. That doesn't tell the complete story. As you may or may not know, guys have the apple shape, which is that visceral adiposity, sets them up for more medical complications as we age. And women have more of the pear-shaped. Postmenopausal women will start to regain that apple shape. They lose the pear shape. Pear shape is peripheral fat, is not as ominous as central fat. So we look at the percent fat. If you have a percent fat, if a woman has a percent fat of 25% or higher, they do qualify for being prescribed weight loss medications, anti-obesity medications, AOM. And if a male has a BMI of percent fat of 30 or more, that's considered in the obese range to qualify them for anti-obesity meds. Again, it's that visceral fat that adds problems because that visceral fat surrounds all of the central organs, increasing inflammation and other things which occur, and the book explains in detail, that sets you up for problems now and on down the road. Also, waist to hip ratio. That goes along with the pear versus the apple shape. If you are a male or a female, if you have a waist to hip ratio over 1, that's an increased risk. So you measure your waist at the thinnest part, and then you measure your hips at the biggest part, usually the buttocks, as Forrest Gump may say and such. So you measure that and just divide it. If it's a waist to hip ratio more than 1.0, then you're at risk of obesity-related conditions. You can tell it may be that your doctor, friends and such mentioned it to you, or a family. Sometimes family members can be somewhat cruel with telling you the truth about things, but their intention is to help you out, of course. When you come in for our evaluations, we run through all of that. Again, it's not just a BMI and such. For example, somebody could be an elderly, frail female in a walker, have a very low BMI, and of course that's not the healthiest state to be in. And somebody that's a bodybuilder could have muscle mass and bone mass and not much fat mass, yet have a high BMI. So BMI doesn't tell the whole story. We look at all of that. Percent fat, waist to hip ratio, BMI, of course, and the like. All right, so that's one of the things. Let's see some excerpts from my book. Maintaining proper weight is a very important. Again, it's not just weight, but where the weight is. We want to keep bone mass and muscle mass up and fat mass down. So as we age, believe it or not, the good stuff we lose and the bad stuff that we gain. So we gain about 1% muscle mass, pardon me. We gain 1% of visceral fat per year, and we lose 1% of muscle mass and bone mass unless we are proactive about things. And that's what you get when you come to Unison Pro Youth Institute, a proactive, individual, personalized approach that will get you back in sync and get all of the parameters in line so that you can have optimal health now and in the future. It's a worthy goal, of course, to maintain your weight. Losing weight versus maintaining weight, very important. If you lose the weight and then regain it, believe it or not, that's bad, the yo-yo diet, because each time you gain weight, you make more fat cells. And when you gain the weight back, you have more fat cells that are more fat. So that's definitely not good. So thanks for listening. How do you know that you are overweight? Please sign up, unisonproyouth.com. And you can also look at our blogs and such, which explains about the newer drugs for weight loss, the importance that hormonal optimization plays in this. Again, as I stressed since day one, since the 25 years I have done this, there's no one magic shot, pill, or cream. Being overweight or out of shape, or both, it's a complex thing. To get you back into shape is likely a complex thing too. Not complex, but it takes a concerted, comprehensive, personalized, individualized approach to get you back in sync with the hormones, and such, as well as if you need some medications to assist you in that. Okay, thanks for watching. Dr. Chris Rare, Unison Pro Youth Institute. Thank you.